It was merely the dance of a moon and a planet recorded through time. Yet there is an uncanny poetry in that coincidence. The name Phobos comes from the Greek word for fear. And in this moment, it lived up to its name. The image of Phobos became the symbol of humanity's unease, our instinct to project mystery and meaning onto the unknown. Even prominent scientists were not immune to the confusion. Astrophysicist Avi Loeb, known for his bold speculations about interstellar objects, published an analysis of the so-called image of 3 Atlas, interpreting it as potential evidence of an artificial origin. Only at the end of his article did he clarify that the identification was unconfirmed and that NASA's documentation made no explicit mention of 3 Atlas in relation to the photo. But by then, the spark had already caught. Many readers, captivated by the idea of alien technology, never reached the cautious footnote at the bottom. In an era where speculation spreads faster than verification, nuance often arrives too late. Soon after, another piece of footage surfaced online. A clip showing a luminous object streaking across the Martian sky. Again, it was hailed as the interstellar traveler in motion. But careful analysis by astronomers and data specialists quickly debunked the claim. The object moved far too fast across Perseverance's field of view. At 0.2 astronomical units away, 3 Atlas would have appeared almost stationary, inching across the sky only over the course of hours, not seconds. The streak most likely was something local, perhaps a small asteroid passing close to Mars, a meteor, or even a high-energy cosmic ray striking the rover's image sensor. These episodes revealed something more profound than a case of mistaken identity. They demonstrated the human need to make sense of the unknown. When the official record is silent, when data is missing, imagination becomes the default tool. In that vacuum, myth and meaning take shape. The cosmos becomes not just a physical space, but a psychological mirror reflecting our hopes, our fears, and our longing for connection. And yet, amid all the noise, the genuine discovery remains extraordinary. The faint smudge extracted from Perseverance's night sky images is a historic first, an interstellar object seen not from Earth, but from the surface of another planet. It wasn't the result of an accident or a lucky streak, but of deliberate curiosity and human persistence. 2 amateur scientists, using publicly available data, achieved what no official mission had yet shared. They reached across the gulf of space with software and ingenuity. And from the raw data of a rover Skywatch, they uncovered a glimpse of a visitor from another sun. What 3 Atlas actually is remains an open question. Based on every observation we have so far, it behaves like a comet, a body composed of volatile ices and dust, vaporizing as it approaches the sun and forming a coma, that ethereal shroud of glowing gas that surrounds its nucleus. Its subtle green tint visible in the processed images likely comes from diatomic carbon, a molecule common in comets which glows green when excited by sunlight. Its orbit sharply hyperbolic confirms its origin beyond our solar system. It came from the stars and will return to them never to loop back again. In that sense, 3 Atlas is a messenger, a fragment of another system, a time capsule from elsewhere in the galaxy. Every interstellar object that passes through our solar system carries within it a record of the environment in which it was born. The atoms frozen in its ice, the minerals embedded in its dust, all whisper of another sun, another history, another dawn of planetary formation. To glimpse one, even briefly, is to touch the edges of the cosmic story that shaped not only our world, but countless others. The significance of this moment extends far beyond astronomy. It reveals something essential about us, about humanity's desire to understand, to explore, to see beyond the horizon of what is known. Despite our probes, our orbiters, and our telescopes, we remain a species limited by vantage point. When an object like 3I Atlas passes behind the sun, we lose sight entirely. For weeks or months at a time, the universe continues without us, unseen. For a civilization that dreams of reaching other worlds, that limitation is both humbling and motivating. If 3 Atlas is, as most believe, a comet, then it is a silent traveler carrying the chemistry of a distant star system. Ancient ice and dust formed before Earth itself existed. But if it is something else, something we have not yet conceived, then it stands as a reminder that the universe is still filled with surprises. The distinction hardly matters in the end. What matters is what it tells us about our readiness or lack thereof to observe and understand. This event has reignited discussions about our preparedness as a species to detect and study objects entering our solar system. Just as meteor detection networks watch the skies for potential impactors, interstellar monitoring requires a new generation of instruments. Telescopes placed not just around Earth, but distributed throughout the inner solar system. A constellation of deep space observatories positioned at multiple vantage points could keep watch even when the sun blinds one side of the system. Such a network would not only protect us, but deepen our understanding of cosmic visitors like this one. For now, though, all we can do is wait. The next few months will unfold as a long and uneasy silence. Scientists will model the trajectory of 3 Atlas as it loops around the sun, predicting its position and estimating how much material it might lose during perihelion, its closest approach. If it survives the heat and gravitational stresses intact, it should reappear in December, emerging once again into the twilight sky. When that happens, telescopes across Earth and in orbit will pivot toward it, eager for another look. There is even a small possibility that the object could appear on images from the SOHO spacecraft C3 coronagraph, which monitors solar activity. The instrument designed to block the sun's blinding light and capture the surrounding corona occasionally records bright planets as they pass nearby. If 3 Atlas is large or reflective enough, it might show up as a faint point moving across the coronagraph's field. Such a detection would be a welcome gift, a chance to keep eyes on the traveler even during conjunction. But if it's too dim, we will remain blind until it clears the sun's glare. The Perseverance rover, our solitary witness on Mars, continues its primary mission, collecting rock samples, scanning for signs of ancient water, and studying the weathered plains of Jezero crater. Every few nights, it still looks to the sky, its cameras quietly recording. Among its archive of Martian sunsets and starlit skies, a few frames now carry something no other image has captured, a ghostly blur that marks the path of an interstellar traveler. Those images are not beautiful in any conventional sense. They are noisy, grainy, and obscure. Yet their meaning transcends aesthetics. They mark the first time in human history that an object born around another star was photographed from the surface of a planet not our own. They are a symbol of how far we have come and how far we still have to go. The story of 3 Atlas is a story of curiosity and humility. It is about the limits of our technology and the boundlessness of our desire to understand. It is about the power of open data that 2 individuals far from any space agency could uncover a piece of cosmic history using information freely shared with the world. And it is about perspective, the recognition that even with all our advancements, we remain a young species still learning to see. Whether 3 Atlas proves to be a typical comet, a peculiar fragment, or something utterly strange, its visit has already left an imprint. It has reminded us that we are part of a larger system, one where stars exchange matter, where dust and ice travel across light years, and where every so often the universe sends us a visitor to remind us that we are not alone in its motion. For a brief, remarkable moment, Earth and Mars shared a common view of a traveler from another world. From the rocky plains of Jezero crater to the observatories of Earth, humanity looked upward together, squinting into the vast dark, trying to see and to understand what had come to visit. The images may be faint, the details uncertain, but the message is unmistakable. The cosmos is alive, and we are finally learning how to listen. As it drifts now behind the blinding light of the sun, invisible and silent, 3 Atlas carries with it questions that no photograph, no dataset, and no theory can yet answer. When it emerges again from the solar glare, telescopes will turn toward it, instruments will hum, and once more, we will try to learn from a visitor that comes to us across the dark between the stars. Until then, the faint image captured by Perseverance, a small blurry mark against the Martian sky, stands as a reminder of what is possible when curiosity meets patience and when the human spirit looks outward into the vast unknown. Oh no.